into the gym bard. It's a pretty uncomfortable lane. I think a lot of uncomfortable lanes in general for DRX on this one. The bot lane matchup is not good. The top lane matchup...
In this series, if they do get a win, they will confirm first place in the Rise group, as Rich and Andal have found Shiu, who is just going to flash, as Lucid's going to turn up, and he'd already skilled, so can't actually press that W button. They will just chase him down, and snip, snip goes the Gwen.
Hey, Rich is getting some backup to survive, and those rough lane matchups kind of just vanished.
Well, there's the flash in. They're just looking to kill him, and they should be able to do so. Does manage to get a bit of health back with the level up, which is absurd. And Shiu is now able to flash out of the way of the Mystic Shot. Teddy is likely to die, and he will go down. A 1-for-1. I guess maybe you'll take that.
What a play there from Shiu with a level up to survive the ignite damage. The ult for the slow clears the wave.
Lucid just flagged and dragged into this Dragon Pit.
Yeah, he's staying. He's like, yeah, this is where I want to be. No, never mind.
Yeah, gets himself out eventually.
Regretful decision.
A bit of free damage there on
good
old Joven.
I think maybe thinking, okay, bot lane.
The cannon is going to get eaten up by this turret. So they still do get a fair bit of value with the fact that she was sent back home. Doesn't actually invest the teleport though, as he is just going to walk his way back up there. Yehu and Showmaker are just trading waves, basically, over and over again. As we can see here, it is going to be entirely even. As a barrel? What do we mean by this? As he heals, but he dies. That is just going to be Feats of Warfare going over to DRX. And if you want to know the why, I don't have it for you.
The why, because it's barrel. The how, because it's barrel. Especially on bot, I mean, come on. More than any other champion in the game.
Well, Showmaker now is just going to yell at Andal, but he is unbreakable in his will. He will go down though, so a little bit breakable. Wind becomes lightning, but doesn't actually lock onto Showmaker as the Cataclysm comes on through. Tempered Fate was barrel.
A lot of sick.
And Andal just trampled all over the doilies. Oh no. Well, he's now maybe going to get punished. Meat Slap does come on through. As the flash from Barrel to lock down the cow. Does press R once again, but these Twin Fangs are just rocking him. And down he will go. Tempered Fate going to lock up the turret for fun. I think. And not too much more. I don't know whether they're out of the woods just yet. We'll see what the retaliation is going to be here from DRX, as Yehu has eaten a fair bit of time. There is the petrifying gaze. Miasma means he's going nowhere, although he's Rise. So he definitely just wasn't going anywhere anyway. And that is going to be another kill going over to Showmaker. No, never mind. Didn't actually do it.
Okay.
Kind of. It's kind of a weird situation. He was like, I have ult, and then he just got him right on the edge of it as well. Beautifully played. Flexing.
Are you okay?
Is my brain okay? Probably not.
Are you getting a bit too much culture?
I mean, this is day 3. And we've had some 6-gamers, we've had some long ones. As Amy just really wanted to take that magical journey. And he did so. As it used
I feel like sometimes you get hyper-focused on objectives like winning the game, taking structures, taking the Nexus.
Yeah.
And Barrel just wants to have a tea party, and Aiming just wants to go on the magical journey.
And sadly, Barrel once again going to have his tea party interrupted. That is going to be a nice knock-up. Deadly Flourish is going to connect there as well, as Barrel looking to keep them all alive with this redemption. Aiming, not actually pulling the trigger on that R button, but there's a nice knock-up from Lucid as Rich going to get caught, and Sponge does have the ulti to keep him alive. The Venn diagram of the... okay, never mind. It just wears off, and down goes the Rift Herald as well, as DK violently taking away the Seraphs.
He's also... Showmaker's kind of in this position. He's not in a good position now.
Yeah, this is maybe it's a fine position, as that is a lot of damage down onto Rich. Showmaker finding these Twin Fangs. Andal's not going to be offering any damage back, as Rich does go in, and that is going to be the kill finalized. Thankfully, Yehu turned up to make sure that that one was going to work, as the rest of DK trying to sort out this outer turret in the mid lane. It's likely just going to fall, as with Aiming and Lucid here, that should guarantee it. And there it goes.
A lot was committed to the top. And Andal. Like, Andal's trying to set things up. He's trying to ruin the tea party. Barrel's trying to have the tea party. Now looking bot lane.
That's just a Cataclysm. It's going to get a flash out, as Lucid can then just hook onto his flag and head out of there. So trading ult for Flash, you're always pretty happy about that. As Beryl, I mean, he really does just want a tea party, doesn't he? As Cosmic Binding is going to stop Sponge from having fun. As Shiu lying in wait. Oh, the barrel bait. The barrel bait. As the Flash does come out. Redemption looking to try and get these health bars up. Tempered Fate says, no, you're not audaciously charging onto me. And he has to actually ult to get himself out of dodge because there is a Jin making his way up. And he doesn't want the curtains to be called. Man, I am very surprised that Beryl managed to get out. That was a magical journey in unto itself.
He's been limit testing and he's found his limits.
I think he has.
Oh, there's an ult for
nice sidestep. The curtain call is going to come on through. Arcane Shift from Teddy. Third bullet is going to land. The fourth one blocked by Rich. And Andil looking for a bit of an angle here. Shiu is going to be able to buffer that W really beautifully. And Lucid kind of hoping that he had that Cataclysm back up and available once again, but still a big win for DK. They'll be able to take down this turret, and the wars of attrition going on across this map.
Some sort of inherent multiplier when he's on Bard.
Yeah, something like that. Realm is going to deliver a cow towards Showmaker. He's not too worried about that. As Cataclysm used up once again, as Sponge using the ult really nicely. Lucid does get himself out of the way after the Redemption does pop. As now Beryl having to take that magical journey out as Sponge goes back in again, aiming able to deliver a lot of damage. That magical journey looked like it's way too long. Jeepers. Getting the angle right in there as this Dragon looking to be taken by DRX. This would be Soul Point. If DK can get it, Headbutt Pulverize does come down. True Shot Barrage onto only Showmaker as Rich turns up as well. A magical journey going to be taken in by Showmaker, who does old Flash to get himself out of the way. The needlework is going to go wide, and now into the pit they go. Shiu is going to fall right after he goes between worlds. And the curtains getting called here. A bit of damage onto Yahoo, but I think they should all make their way out.
Portal me into the pit, and
I hope there's not a large amount of infighting now, as Lucid is going to try and get himself out. Okay, that Tempered Fate was extraordinary. Okay, Beryl, maybe you've redeemed yourself, as the Unbreakable Will has to be used here by Andil. We don't have the curtain call just yet. Let's try and eliminate some of the low health members, or the low health cow.
Yeah, I was going to say, Showmaker, and they're just kind of resisting the edge, which is impressive for Rise Group teams. Normally, they'd have Showmaker does have a tower, but it's still a little scary when there's 4 members.
Does manage to get some poison down there as well. Sponge actually taking a bit of damage. Shiu does need to be a little careful, as Lucid, at least he's at full health. Beryl above half, which is about as much as we can expect. As Rich was looking to come on over. Bullet is going to connect there. Rapid Fire Cannon helping aiming. All right, DK with control of the area for the moment, but I am still very worried for both teams.
DRX are kind of just corralled in here, though.
Like Sponge lying in wait. There is the Realm Warp as the ulti does come on through. Tempered Fate just to lock up all 3 of them. Eats the CC there onto Showmaker, and he now gets to get those Twin Fangs out. Beryl, my God, this man, he really is epitomizing the Bard play. Is Rich, he was immune for a few moments, but there's the knock-up onto Sponge. He pops like a balloon, and now Rich in so much trouble. Beryl finds him, utilizing the Otacon to get the Cosmic Binding, and now Teddy, oh, he has to deal with the curtains, and he's not going to survive. Rich goes down as well. Beryl, man, I don't know. I just don't know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the ones where you come straight back down, I think is what that one's a representation of. And Lucid going to be coming on over, looking to steal this one away. Rich will be able to get a bit of bounty gold as that top outer turret does fall down. But DK, they do get the Otacon. They will be able to get Soul Point. That is just going to be eaten up here by Showmaker. And an inner turret does fall over.
There is a Bard coming.
Oh yeah, who needs to be scared? If I was Rich, I would be scared. There's also Lucid, so another reason why you should be scared. Knockup comes on through, aiming going to turn up here as well. They did need a little bit more here as the needlework does come down, that it is Showmaker that is able to secure it in the end. Northern side, as DK have started this. Remember, Showmaker does a lot of damage to the Baron, as Teddy, position now going to be shown. W does tag onto Shiu, who's looking to wrap around. There's a Tempered Fate to lock down the Ezreal, and now they're going to try and turn. Lucid does get himself out of there. The magical journey journey from Beryl as Yahoo is going to get separated. There is the petrifying gaze as Teddy. He's ticking down, but he's keeping himself alive. But finally he'll fall. And DK, it was a 4v5. They should have definitely won it, but they actually will do what they were supposed to do. And it's Beryl that locks down the kill. Is that 500? Does he finally get there? Was that his 500th kill? Because that would be hilarious. He got one!
He got one.
Yeah. Honestly, there is just a sense of calm with the way Bard speaks. Not the way Bard players play.
No.
But the way he speaks. It's a bit ironic. As okay. Aiming, moving towards his top lane as Shiu and him just closing in on Rich. Man, that was just one bullet. It's now going to be a 1v1, so not necessarily what they want, but Lucid is going to turn up, so now it's not a 1v1. It's in fact anything but, as Rich just going to get poked out. My God.
Just a little
Why did
damage.
It felt like Redemption did so much, but now they've dove on top of Aiming. Out, he gets flung as Lucid, as Sponge actually able to take down the Jin. Now Shiu in a little bit of trouble as Showmaker and Beryl making their way over. Shiu surviving for way longer than I think he had any right to as the Magical Journey gets Beryl out of there. Lucid coming on over as Andal. He is just free food waiting as Showmaker, he's going to go golden. There's Airbot Pulverized right on top of the Cassiopeia, but she just yells at the Gwen. Down goes the Alistair, and it's a triple for the Snake Lady. And Showmaker says, not today, we ain't throwing this one.
Just when it starts to get messy, Showmaker looks like he's under so much pressure. Multiple members of DRX cannot take him down. And it looks like his win rate will be climbing up from 0.
50 points. Absolute insanity.
It's a big leap.
It really is. 3-1-3 as well for the Vision does show off his position. Tempered Fate gonna catch Yahoo though. You cannot escape Beryl. DK also can't escape Beryl, but DRX in this game definitely cannot, as down goes Yahoo. And Shiu is just trying to survive. He will be able to go golden. That's going to buy a bit of time.
Nexus?
But base for Shiu is going to be the trade. And I don't know whether that's going to work out unless DRX really just wanted 3 games. And that sounds like a cultured opinion to me. As Sponge goes in, he goes out. And these Nexus turrets are going to follow suit. As, oh no, Lucid just put Rich in prison. Oh dear. His circle is going to be on the floor, but he is also going to be on the floor. Lucid going to be delivered to the fountain, but he has a GA and he gets out of there just in the nick of time. That's going to be another ace, and DK will bring us the distance. Another glorious 6-gamer.